Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. XRP will be discussed, along with some other current events. Now, in the video from yesterday, I indicated how they brought up crypto as a subject of national security or a threat to national security. Then I mentioned how it seems like a much bigger gamble for Biden to accept funding from China. It seems to have picked up in intensity recently. Fox News today claims that the House Oversight Committee has subpoenaed Bank of America, JP Morgan, and other large institutions for President Biden's family financial information. I fear that the greater threat to national security comes from the Chinese money they are going to unearth. Deng crypto is not, and never was. The United States will not default on its debt as long as I am CEO of JP Morgan, Diamond said. That made me laugh, so thanks. I figured you guys would like hearing this. However, there comes a time like this, where new debt isn't a concern because we have no plans to ever pay it back. For the same reason, they have little faith in the stability of the current monetary system. They know that if this system falls, a new one will be introduced, and they will finally be able to start over. Promising $300 in crypto, Thailand's opposition leader if airdrop guy is elected prime minister in May, they have said as much. It appears that at the time of the next election, crypto will be used by politicians. Politicians' future electoral fortunes will hinge on their stance on crypto legislation. The people's power far exceeds that of the ruling elite. I can see into the future to the elections in 2024. Crypto supporters in politics can win. This is because consumers have grown wary of banking institutions recently. What are they doing with their cash now that they are taking it out of the bank? Most of them are presumably investing it in cryptocurrency there to maximize their profits. The problem is that folks who are just getting started with crypto think it's a scam to get rich quick. Unless you're extremely lucky, crypto is not a patient way to amass wealth. And you schedule your investment perfectly, putting money to work within a few of weeks. A huge green candle appeared out of nowhere. However, generally speaking, patience is required. At the Digital Monetary Institute CBDC seminar in May 2023, Ripple was the only platinum partner present. Now take a look at a few of the names. RIF's there to sign up new clients, I think, include the Bank of Israel, the Bank of Ghana, the European Banking Authority, and many others. Many significant developments are likely to emerge from this in the near future. The news that ECB President Christine Lagarde intends to introduce a CBDC called the Digital Euro in October is a major development, and Ripple is likely a factor there. We should be fine till the next wave as long as we remember these 6 words from David. David Schwartz now claims that all of these are correct. Here are some areas that the XRP community should improve. Top spot: there is no way to peg XRP to gold, silver, or any other currency. When I initially started out with crypto, I thought XRP had to be backed by gold. However, after some reflection, I realized that this is not necessary. In yesterday's video, I went over that very topic. There is no easy way for XRP to achieve stability. People are continually stating that XLM and XRP will become stable currencies in the future. XRP is not the same as stable currencies issued on the XRP blockchain. XRP can only exist on the XRP ledger, which takes electricity to run. Outside of it, it's just an IOU. XRP is completely unrelated to ISO 222. Since XRP is unnecessary for Interledger, all the world's currency need never touch the XRP ledger. That's undeniably accurate. You know XLM is going to make some kind of financial maneuver, as I've told you before. A large sum of money will be associated with XDC. The value of H-bars will be pegged to currency. It's a long list. This is why I usually recommend spreading your holdings over a variety of utility coins. Money in ISO standard. In my opinion, the US government's intention to buy back XRP was a complete and utter hoax from the start. The net caused ripples. This is not at all like the XRP ledger in any way. The creation of RippleNet has provided XRP with a new opportunity, in order to swoop in with that cash when needed. When this was first tweeted out, many readers likely assumed David was referring to a secret code. As some have pointed out, David may just be being sarcastic. Take it for what you will, but some people are interpreting David's actions as an attempt to exploit the weakness of his audience. However, there is no denying the veracity of a few of these claims. I propose that Ripple also spreads like a virus if countries are looking for an alternative to the US dollar at the time, given that the CBDCs are a bunch of inept jokers. And inform them that the cost of transferring funds shouldn't be more than a penny. That's why financial institutions are wary of Ripple. That's why financial institutions are so worried about XRP. It might eliminate future bank fees. Inconceivable low XRP prices. David agreed that the price tag couldn't be ridiculously low. If 1 XRP costs $1, then they need 1 million XRP, or $1 million. They require 1 XRP, which would set them back $1 million at the current exchange rate. In conclusion, I think XRP price will rise significantly in the not-too-distant future. In my opinion, it will first make slow but steady progress towards the goal, and then suddenly experience a sharp increase. Given the apparent trend of countries moving towards gold-backed currencies, daily monetary transactions become increasingly important. There's a great deal of worth in it. Where it now sits is unacceptable. In my opinion, it's necessary. It's not hard to get to 589. On May 6, pro-crypto lawyer and legal representative for XRP John Deaton elaborated on his previous statement regarding the potential resolution of the Ripple SEC case. Holders John Deaton's May 6 statement clarifying the possible conclusion of the SEC action against Ripple. This is what Deaton claims. This proposal stems from a prior case brought before the same judge by Alyssa Torres, who obtained a summary judgment 60 days after the Dober decision. Therefore, May 6 or a date close to May 6 is a possibility. It's far more accurate than Jeremy Hogan's forecast for 2026. However, it is if Ripple is unsuccessful. We certainly hope that won't occur. One of the SEC's charges against Ripple, according to a lawyer advocating for XRP, is true. The SEC may be correct in at least one of its charges against Ripple and its summary judgment request, according to attorneys Phil Morgan and Australian-based Pro XRP. According to the SEC, many people bought XRP with the expectation of profiting from the Ripple effect. Interestingly, the SEC expert acknowledged that 90% of XRP returns since the middle of 2018 can be attributed to gains in Bitcoin and Ethereum. The SEC continues to require that XRP investors place their faith in Ripple's efforts alone, despite the analyses of industry experts. I had no notion what Ripple was when I bought XRP. And I still think XRP follows Bitcoin and Ethereum for the time being, but that they will eventually split. At some point in the future, XRP will surpass Bitcoin in value. The SEC, however, has maintained throughout that buyers are relying on Ripple's actions and that Ripple will increase XRP value regardless of market conditions. XRP follows the market and will continue to rise regardless of what the SEC decides. Now, I wanted to tell you about this because I found the way they phrased it hilarious. Until Gary Gensler came along, Ripple was a punching bag for cynical crypto enthusiasts. Gensler is the crypto's 101 market cap equivalent of Cruella de Vil. The SEC wants in on Genesis and Gemini's action. Late to the Bitcoin and TRX offering party, Gensler has nonetheless prosecuted LB Rye and sued Degenerate-in-Chief Justin Sun in the past month. Now he's going after Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, claiming that it illegally traded securities that weren't registered with the SEC. While the SEC has taken over 80 enforcement proceedings against crypto businesses since 2017, with 30 of those coming in just last year, there is one instance that stands head and shoulders above the rest. The Securities and Exchange Commission vs. Ripple, despite the fact that many crypto industry observers previously considered Ripple as the butt of the joke. There appears to have been a complete about-face in the way crypto purists perceive the stalled company after the SEC lawsuit. People are beginning to understand that there are other forces in the world vying for their interests. Ripple's chief policy officer and SEC chair Gary Gensler have been at odds over whether or not crypto securities are compatible with one another, and in a recent public statement, Ripple's chief policy officer criticized Gensler's stance on cryptocurrencies, saying that the SEC chair's views are overly restrictive and false. Susan Friedman made the observation that cryptocurrencies, unlike securities, do not often represent a financial claim on the issuer and can be resolved instantly without the need for a third party. She thinks that a one-size-fits-all approach is inappropriate and that this contact is necessary. Oh my gosh, specialized restrictions. I enjoy waiting as everyone on Ripple criticizes the SEC. How often would Ripple be bashing Gary if they were truly terrified of the SEC and knew they were going to lose? Actually, I doubt it. Prominent Republican criticizes SEC chairman on cryptocurrency rules. Now, Bill Emmer or Tom Emmer strikes me as among the most vocal advocates of crypto I've come across. Whip of the House Majority. During a recent interview on the Unchained podcast with Laura Shin, Tom Emmer criticized SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, calling him a bad faith regulator who is slowing the development of the cryptocurrency business in the United States. Mr. claimed that Gensler has been randomly targeting members of the crypto community with enforcement activities while ignoring the real bad actors. Their members committed to keep sounding the alarm about hypocrisy and to collaborate with their nonpartisan colleagues, such members Ro Khanna, Darren Soto, and Richie Torres, to help the digital asset and cryptocurrency industry thrive. Nance recently sued the CFTC, alleging that it offered unregistered crypto derivatives products to customers in the United States. Tom Emmer's take on the FCC is one of my favorites. Given the escalating turf war between the SEC and the CFTC, I can't wait for him to take down Gary at some point. The fact that two different exchanges can be sanctioned by two different regulators for alleged violations of entirely different regulatory regimes shows the increased complexity of the operating environment for crypto firms in the United States. That's now a full-scale conflict. And I think the CFTC is. We have some hope that the CFTC will win because they view cryptocurrencies as commodities rather than securities, and guess where the top 10 countries are to launch your startup? America is not one of those countries. Every day, new technologies enter the country. There needs to be a change at the SEC while Gary is still in charge. This is why these politicians need to put some restraints on him. But on that note, I'm going to end this video for now. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.